Welcome to Onboarding for Engagement Team Members. The Red Cross is an international organization that provides disaster relief, emergency assistance, and educational programs. In addition to a national headquarters, the organization contains regional offices that work locally to serve their communities. The Connecticut and Rhode Island region has over 2,000 volunteers, and I am a part of that team. In an effort to keep volunteers excited about being part of the organization, our region recently created the Volunteer Engagement Team. This team will reach out to volunteers at crucial moments in their service to ensure their satisfaction and communicate with other department members to follow up as needed. Onboarding and training this team presents a learning need for the organization. There are currently 4 members on the engagement team. All of them are women who are motivated by a desire to help others. I've created 2 learner personas. Jessica is a 22-year-old recent college graduate who is just beginning her journey with the Red Cross. She's a blank slate regarding organizational protocol and website features. She joined to help build her resume and give back to her community. She brings high energy. She is currently navigating the transition into her professional career. Because she spends her days at the office, her availability is limited to evenings and weekends. She has no family responsibilities, meaning once she clocks out of her 9 to 5, she is looking for a meaningful way to fill her nights. She prefers learning experiences that are mobile friendly so she can review them in short bursts. For basic and intuitive website features, she is extremely independent, but becomes frustrated with clunky or slow software. Nancy is a 67-year-old retiree who has dedicated her post-career years to service. She's been a fixture at the Red Cross for 5 years, and having rotated through several departments, she has a big picture understanding of how the organization functions. New volunteers often turn to her with questions. Since her children are out of the house, she is available during the workday. She maintains professionalism in her volunteer life and prefers to complete her shifts in the mornings, but can be available some evenings. During the later years of her career, she relied on a computer to complete many work tasks, and she is generally comfortable with that. Because she is used to the original organization website, she finds new features counterintuitive and will need some assistance in that area. The project goal is that engagement team members will be able to contact volunteers who have been with the Red Cross at 2 key moments in their volunteering to provide support and gather information. The learning objectives are that by the end of onboarding training, learners will be able to identify on the weekly spreadsheet which volunteers need to be contacted, locate the volunteer profile and review it for missing information, discuss the volunteer's questions and concerns using the conversation script, locate and fill out the appropriate form during each conversation, complete the volunteer profile with the previously missing information, find information for each department on the supervisor contact list, and send an email through the organization website. This course is a 3-week blended learning experience designed to prepare team members to confidently step into their roles. The technology needed to complete this course for both the facilitator and the learner is a computer and home internet speeds that are optimal for joining virtual meetings conducted over Microsoft Teams. The training materials will be created using PowerPoint and Clipchamp. During week 1, learners will be sent welcome materials that will introduce learners to the organization, outline expectations, and ensure they understand the overall training schedule. This is followed by a live virtual session where learners are guided through the website they'll be using and participate in a scavenger hunt activity. This hands-on task helps them become familiar with the key tools while also allowing the facilitator to assess their baseline skills. The session ends with follow-up questions and a small independent assignment. In week 2, the learners complete interactive asynchronous coursework where they explore their responsibilities as team members and respond to scenario-based prompts. They then attend another live session where the facilitator models the actual script they'll use in their role. Learners practice in pairs, applying what they've learned, and receive feedback from peers. This combination of modeling, practice, and feedback is critical for building confidence and fluency. Finally, in week 3, learners participate in a last synchronous session, during which they complete the forms they will need while serving on their shifts, practice follow-up communication, and review expectations for their first shift. The session concludes with a brief activity where learners identify their next steps and initial contacts. Throughout the experience, learners are supported with the job aids and training materials, including step by step guides, scripts, and short tutorial videos. These resources are designed to provide just in time support as learners begin working independently. By the end of the 3 weeks, learners are not only familiar with the tools and expectations, but also have practiced the key tasks they'll perform. This ensures they are prepared to transition smoothly into their roles and contribute effectively from day one. This course will prepare the Red Cross engagement team members to effectively support volunteers by making them feel more connected to the organization.